I want you to talk to me about the influence of faith in your life as a kid.
I think growing up, faith didn't really have an impact in my life. I didn't really know what faith was, and there wasn't really anything that I believed in. My mom's family, her background is Catholic, but non-practicing. My dad's family is Buddhist. But growing up, my parents, they didn't really enforce faith, and we couldn't really see if they practiced or not. I was in nursing school, and it was an accelerated program, so it took a lot of time, and I was also working full-time. My grandpa also died around that time, so that was really hard on top of being in school. I was kind of mad. I didn't know who I was mad at or what I was mad at, but I was just really mad that he was taken from me so early. I kind of kept it to myself. I keep a lot of stuff bottled in, and then when I'm alone, that's when I kind of cry. I'll isolate myself and not really talk about it with anybody. I've been hearing about Willow for a while. I decided to just look it up online, so I did some research, and I found that they divide it into sections, and each section has a section leader. So I reached out to one of the section leaders. They said that they would meet me before service so that I wouldn't have to be alone. I drove to church, and I sat in my car for 15 minutes, and then I just said, nope, you made a commitment to these people, so you have to go in. During that service was when Alpha was presented. The only thing I remember is that huge question mark. For me at that point, that was my faith. My faith was a huge question mark. I went home and I registered, and it was that following week. Same thing, I drove to church, sat in my car for 15 minutes. And then I just went in. Alpha is super casual, and that's what I loved most about it. And to be taught it in a way that was easy to understand, and in a space that I didn't feel like they were trying to force you into something. I felt like for me to become a believer and a follower of Christ, I had to know everything. I had to research, I had to read the whole Bible before I could decide if I wanted to be a Christian or not. And it was during the weekend away, he was asking us if we're willing to invite the Holy Spirit into our lives. And I remember that's the moment when I said, you don't have to know everything. This is your moment. This is the point where I decide that I become a Christian and just accept Jesus into my life. I believe that I was called to be a nurse. I was made to do what I do. To be able to take care of people on their worst days is something that I feel like I'm super blessed to be able to do. Jesus is the healer, and that's what I get to do every day at work. That's more than enough for me.